As I always say for grammar questions, make sure to read the answer choices first. So looking at the answer choices, we see that we're dealing with a punctuation question here. So whenever you're dealing with a boundaries question, always look to see where the punctuation is differing. So there's two areas of punctuation here, after the word species and after the word non-native. Looking at the word species as punctuation, there is differences in the answer choices. And then looking after the word non-native, there's also differences. So we're going to divide this excerpt into three parts. Everything before the word species, the phrase both native and non-native, and then everything after whatever punctuation mark comes here. So starting from the word species, we're going to go backwards until we find a period. We're looking for a period, we're looking for a period, we're looking for a period, no period found. So we're just going to start from the beginning of the excerpt. The Arctic Alpine Botanic Garden in Norway and the Jardim Botanico of Rio de Janeiro in Brazil are two of the many botanical gardens around the world dedicated to growing diverse plant species. So that right there is for sure an independent clause. It is a complete sentence that conveys a complete thought. Now, with the additional context, we can infer that this phrase, both native and non native, is describing the plant species. So we think that there's probably going to be a comma, but I would never rely too much on your reading comprehension for grammar questions. So it's probably going to be one of these two, but we're going to keep reading. So we have this phrase, both native and non native, and then we're going to move on to everything after. Fostering scientific research, semicolon, and educating the public about plant conservation. So this semicolon should be raising alarm bells because everything after the semicolon is not a complete sentence, which means that this semicolon couldn't possibly be used as end of sentence punctuation, which means that we know that the semicolon is being used to differentiate items in a list. So we know that these three phrases right here, the first part, fostering scientific research and educating the public about plant conservation, are all items in a list. So with that in mind, we know that we're going to need a semicolon in our answer choice, so we can easily eliminate answer choices A and D. And then looking at the remaining two answer choices, it would make more sense for there to be a comma after species because this phrase is describing the species. So we know our answer choice is B.